How are we doing tonight?
Good.
Me too.
Good to hear. I have a big bag of containers for you.
As you can see, I don't have any containers.
Yeah. I see.
I ran out.
It's all me. I've been hoarding everyone.
Well,
Or it's more likely all your generosity and all the various people you.
Hi, Jeff. How are you?
Right.
Are you taking care of Mrs. Richter?
Yes,
Did you email her?
I will.
Okay.
Do you have a bag with you?
oh yeah, somewhere here.
She's like, you can't, and I said,
I know.
I said, I'll look at it.
Just get it.
Oh, just jumping off.
Hey, Brett.
Hi, I just walked it because the meeting in the, it said 6:30 time.
And I sorry for the delay to you, I saw it. And then I
Boy, Charlie, right on.
In the library.
Yeah.
I know, sometimes it can be quick.
Okay.
So I just thought I would come down and lock it, thinking you had your own key,
Yes,
but
we have.
you're all set.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
I think we're all
Yeah, I
set.
just thought I came down in case I had logged you out.
Yeah, thank you, Brett.
Sure thing. Have a good meeting.
You too. Have a good night.
You also.
I don't want to steal Dave's.
What?
Yeah, he's taking mine.
I was just jumping off the,
Oh, it's been a day from the day.
How's it? At work or home?
lady came up, give her what you need. There are some ladies in the counter.
State job, his brain's not good for it.
Will it snow over there? Is it gonna
I think it's not enough.
We'll be fine. You know, we received almost 2 feet of snow this weekend.
Yeah.
So
be?
if
Charlie's.
this 50-degree weather was gonna be 3 days in a row, I'd start to worry a little bit.
Yeah.
It's not the greatest start. But 11 years ago, we received no snow between Thanksgiving and Christmas. We actually opened the zip line up because there was no terrain to ski on.
Yeah, you gotta, I mean.
And it was 80 degrees on Christmas Eve day.
Yep,
Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
very well.
Jeff was playing golf that day.
I don't know, I'm doing Jeff over there.
Like me, I should have brought a bag now.
All the binders.
Hi, John.
I wanted to ask you. In my memory.
Oh boy, you're asking my memory?
Yeah,
Which,
is this, is on.
I don't have a bag of de-icing salt, candies, yesterday,
yep, we are.
and I threw a small shovel for it down beside the beach car. And, this morning, when I went out to clean the garden,
It was that
Space
one
went
rather
right
than,
on
it
where
wasn't
the
the
car does the snow.
26th.
No, it was the third. It was the third, it was a week ago today.
Okay, alright, I'll bring that up. Okay.
Man, John's not made notes on the notes.
One of the best things ever good, but.
Yeah, I think it is a point difference.
Yeah.
Where did? Need it right now.
Yeah.
So,
Charlie, are you
Jeff,
sick
just,
or otherwise just not here?
No, it's raining up here and I wasn't gonna risk the ice.
Yeah,
Smart.
good choice.
So what are we doing when we go into executive session?
So I think the board wanted to just further discuss.
No, what are we doing?
Oh, I'm sorry. We set up meetings.
Okay, very good.
And so I sent those to him.
Perfect. Charlie, I heard you got the links for the next phase of this meeting.
Yeah, I haven't looked at them yet, but yeah, let's see. Yeah, I do.
Good, okay, thank you. I just wanted to make sure.
How are you, John?
It's all good.
Hurried and harassed and tired.
Oh,
I got
no.
something from you.
Dave had days.
Well, are all those cars related to you today, John, out on the street? Did you have a meeting at the library or?
No, it looked like, I don't know if there's.
Wander around some
Road
big,
in.
Dates or
Yep.
Oh,
services.
and we
Oh, yeah.
set aside a certain amount to play with. And when we got
I'll
home,
tell
we had
you.
enough left.
Okay. It looks like there's a lot of cars, so.
I guess then it is.
All right.
Exactly.
There she is.
Oh, I wanted to show you guys, a couple of the signs went in today.
I saw that in your,
And-
right up to you.
Hello there,
Hiya, lady.
how are you?
Happy as can be.
Good.
They took a drive up, they look,
This one, I love, it was so nice.
yeah.
There it is.
And they're gonna come back to finish the one
Oh,
by the library and the kiosk
My
for the
grandfather
shop.
told me many years ago, if you're
It's
going to
like
do
a,
something good, you don't hear it well.
It's not metal, it's like a sign material, it's something very durable and,
So I took him to heart, right?
it's pretty thick, I
I
haven't
paid
seen it
it.
in person yet, so, and I,
Oh, yeah, it looks good.
What they was my grades.
yeah, I'm really excited of.
Very nice. Isn't it nice to see things come together?
Oh my gosh, yeah, it's like how long, one of the,
It's been going.
signs,
Alright.
this one's
I'm
what they're
gonna
calling
get
it, the
going.
mini kiosk.
So, it being 6 o'clock and all members of the board present and accounted for, I know we have a kind of a busy agenda in this meeting and next. So, Mr. Manager, we're talking about the fire department today.
Yes. So we'll start on page 12 of the,
And Pete, welcome.
thank you. On page 12, O&M. As you can see, the O&M is the one page on 12. Modest increase. At this point, wages down a little bit, just based on numbers, but still should be sufficient. Dispatching, actually not seeing significant increase, but we're still waiting for some numbers on that. We look down lower, materials, supplies. Last year, Pete had talked about the need to increase the line for protective personal equipment, so we did that. That was a big part of the increase there. But Pete, if you want to.
So I'd like to jump back to recertifications. I had actually asked for $10,000 on that, because we just did an ISO survey in early November. And one of the things in there was, hose testing. So I had reached out to a company to find out what it would cost us to have them come in and test every hose that we have in the station. And they would repackage it in trucks or put it back on our racks. So I had asked for $10,000 because it was $5,000 for them to do that annually. And that's a recertification, and that goes for our ISO, so we can keep our ISO rating down for our taxpayers. So that was the increase there.
Did you say houses?
Hoses, yes, fire hoses,
So how often are you required to do this, Pete?
annually.
Yeah.
So we've always done it in-house, and it's not to their satisfaction, so that's why I reached out.
ISO satisfaction?
Yes, that's why I reached out to do.
I know Stowe does it every year, and they use our parking lot to do it.
Yeah. So,
Yes, so that. So another 2,000, Pete?
yes,
Okay.
yeah.
I want to settle on 8. It's not much, yeah, we can add that in.
Oh, that's important. How often do the hoses last or
It depends, you know.
on use?
Yeah, you know, you can have one fire scene with a brand new hose and you might go through a couple of them depending on nails or, you know, if it gets into a hot spot where you don't see it or whatever the case may be, and chafing on pavement, if you're on a scene with a lot of pavement or concrete, and it chafes back and forth as the lines are open and closed. So there's a lot that goes into it.
How much a year is it to test the hoses?
5,000,
So we've got 5,000 in there, right?
So the 5,000 in there covers your pump recertification every year, your aerial recertification, your ground ladder recertification.
Gotcha. So
And
you,
we used to do it ourselves, in which ISO would like us to have an outside firm do it.
Yeah.
gotcha.
For documentation purposes.
So there's more recertifications under that, rather than just hoses. Got it.
That's
Thank you.
correct, yes.
Okay?
Anything else on?
No, that was the only one that really stuck out to me that as I breezed through from. That was the only one that stuck out to me that was major changes that I
Okay.
felt we needed.
Will you just remind us of what, I couldn't remember our conversation last year about the PPE and what was increasing there. I
So,
remembered we had it, but,
so right now for $10,000, that buys 2 sets of gear.
yeah,
That's coats and pants, basically. So the guys will go through turnout, their gloves will get more
Yeah.
out, and helmets are only good for 10 years as well.
Yeah.
So we increased that to be able to cover more helmets and gloves
Yeah.
and boots for the guys.
perfect, super important. I
Yep.
just wanted to remember exactly what and why.
Go ahead, Jeff. I have to talk to visitors.
Oh, okay. I guess just going back to personnel, excuse me, Pete, where are your numbers at? I think you and I talked, 21?
21, yeah.
Is that typical, or it seems a little lower than?
That's typical. That's typical.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we carry 20 to 25 is average numbers,
Okay.
so.
Membership staying the same, new faces, folks leaving, it's pretty stable?
Pretty stable.
Anything more on dispatching? I know, that's always been in limbo, you haven't heard anything else?
Haven't heard anything else. They've applied for some grants through Capital Fire Mutual Aid to try to help with it and such. We're paying the annual fee to Capital Fire Mutual Aid right now for a CIP for the radio upgrades in the future. But we don't have anything, they haven't undertaken anything yet.
Yeah, so where does that stand again? I know it's a little related, but not, is the upgrade of the equipment?
It'll be upgrading the equipment at the dispatch center itself.
So where's that again? We haven't heard in a while.
They keep applying for more grants, and they keep trying to get stuff to the state of Vermont, and every time they try to, it gets.
So are they moving ahead with the equipment, or again, they're waiting on grants? Or?
They're waiting on grants and such, so they're trying to put a CIP together, so either the CIP is gonna mature enough to be able to purchase it, or they're gonna get a grant,
And I can't remember what the estimated upgrade of that whole communication system.
It was substantial. I don't remember numbers off the top of my
Yeah,
head.
we went through this last year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're billing us for capital.
yes, and it's going into a CIP. They're putting it into CDs to gain interest. To be able to either purchase the equipment through Capital Fire Mutual Aid or get a grant, and then that will be there to maintain the equipment and upgrade it and improve it in coming years, basically.
I'm really putting you on the spot, but do you have a sense of, do you have an estimate when they think they'll start purchasing equipment? Or?
I think they had a 10-year time frame if it went with just the CIP money. If they got a grant, it was gonna be immediately, basically.
So, yeah, okay. I just remember that was quite a discussion, and just a little bit of a sticker shock. I was very concerned
Yes.
about that. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, Joe came here and made a presentation 2 years ago. Is that
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
2 years.
Yep.
Yeah.
They've got an agreement with Norwich because they want to put an antenna on top of Dalrymple Hall, so they've got an agreement with that now. So once everything transpires, they will have better communications down through the Roxbury Gap area. And Randolph maybe could actually come through our dispatch center. Of course, the more people that get on the dispatch center, the lower the rates will get. So we're trying to entice more people to get on.
Any other questions on Thanks, Scott. Anybody? I guess we can move on to CIP.
40.
40?
Yep,
Thanks.
40.
Okay, yeah, so as we noted, 3 or 4 years ago, the board did budget quite a bit of money, 110,000, I think, or something towards the building, so quite a bit of improvements were done, windows, heaters, bunch of other stuff, but, so we talked with Pete, and the building's in pretty good shape. We actually did the roof as well.
Yeah.
So long-term, I think the whole long-term was maybe to do more with the upstairs.
Yeah, we need to, do the sprinkler upstairs, it's extended up there, it just needs to be constructed in the upstairs of the building. And upgrade the bathroom at some point in time.
Do we have estimates on those items?
I do not have a cost on those items, no.
Can we, I don't know how hard it is to get those, can we?
Get-
I don't know.
Probably not hard at all.
Yeah.
Call a sprinkler company up and say, we have this many square feet, what's it gonna cost?
Yeah, so we can figure out if we need to, how many years we need to plan ahead for, or,
Yeah, I think that's smart. And the bathroom too.
yeah, I would like to see both.
I mean,
of
the
those.
bathroom has been an ongoing issue.
Yes,
Um,
it's very dated.
And something else that triggered me back about, your protective equipment and I think I asked this last year, washer and dryer or whatever we use to your satisfaction?
Yeah, currently we have a washer, it's just a heavy-duty washer that we purchased many years ago.
I know.
It gets used half a dozen times a year to a dozen times a year.
Oh, so not too bad.
Yeah.
It's not like you're doing it every time you go on a call.
No, it's when the guys get their gear really dirty with a car fire or a structure fire or something of that nature, bad chimney fire or something, where they're really getting a lot of contaminants in their gear and they'll wash it afterwards.
Got it.
Air compressor,
Yes,
is it still the one that you had a long time?
yes, we got that in '99, I think we got that compressor.
And it's still going?
It still goes very well, yep, we service it every year, and everything is good with it so far.
Okay.
That's probably in CEP.
Yep.
Is there anything else to report on the building at this point, Pete?
Looks good. I like the new sign, all 9 yards.
Thank you.
Okay, so then we can move on to the capital equipment, budget page 53. As you can see, pretty well level funded. Obviously, the big discussions related to the cost of truck replacement. Pete, if you want to kind of go through those a bit, we updated those.
Yeah, so the trucks, I reached out to E1, which is who we have, been purchasing our trucks through. They were telling me the cost of the new truck, basically exactly what we have is $920,000. We purchased that truck for $411,000 in 2017. It's just crazy the cost of these trucks nowadays. So I updated that, aerial truck. We're planning on purchasing a used one. I've been watching the market, and the 650 will get us a really nice truck
Really?
for,
That's
you
a
know,
solid number then.
that's a pretty solid number. I think we can get ourselves into a really decent used aerial for that price. I did reach out for a tanker price because that truck's, we're gonna keep that almost 30 years, so that's many, many, many years down the road. The biggie is the pumpers, I guess, or the big sticker shock.
There comes a point in time, Pete, when the community is taxed so
Yes.
much with capital purchases. What's the answer?
I don't know.
We need our equipment to protect our community. But God, it's just becoming $1 million. It'll be $1 million.
Oh, easy, yep. I talked to, our broker through E1, and he said he's talked to other chiefs, and what they're doing is they're running just an aerial and an engine. And they're trying to satisfy their communities with that. Now, the ISO rating will change because you have to have a pumper with a reserve pumper for your ISO rating. So if you do that, it takes your secondary pumper out for your ISO rating, so we may drop 1 point. I'm just a guess, but it's food for thought down the road.
So does everyone understand what ISO is? So it's an insurance rating the community gets based on the fire protection the community provides.
That's did you say that's being done here shortly again?
We just, in early November, we just had a audit done.
Okay, I knew it was coming up.
Yeah.
And so they'll send us a report?
Yes, yep. And he's gone through the fire department aspect of it. Now he's gonna go through the water department aspect. So he'll be reaching out to Jim from the water department because we only had 500,000 gallons of storage. And I'm like, no, we have 1.5 million gallons of storage. So with many upgrades, so he was gonna reach out to Jim and get that all in there. So hopefully that will give us more credit.
Yeah, I know it was either underway or just about to start, so it was just completed.
So it just started in early November. It will get completed probably January, February.
Okay, I knew it was underway,
Yeah.
yep.
So I just point out on those vehicles, especially the pumper for 920,000, we're only budgeting to cover 400 of that. So we will, with the current budget, have to borrow approximately 520.
And what's been the practice in the past, Lori?
50%.
We had, with purchases that large, we had tried 50/50. So we're approaching not doing 50, well, we're not doing 50/50 at the moment. Just
Right.
because the numbers are just getting so big. So that's just added food.
What else you got?
So you all set with discussion of trucks? I guess we would.
So let me just revisit the aerial again. So, we're projecting to replace that in 2 years, let's say?
Yep.
Yeah. And will we get the value out of the current one we have? Is that factored into a purchase?
It is not,
No.
no.
So that would be an estimate less anything we get for that truck. And one more important question, is that truck functioning good right now?
Right now it is very, yep.
So,
I don't know, I didn't hear if you mentioned the brush truck yet, or,
Nope, I haven't talked about the brush truck at all.
so how's it holding up?
Currently, it's still holding up. I have not purchased a body because I hate to put a new body on it and then in 2 years trade it in or upgrade. So currently, I have not done that. We're just trying to maintain what we have and hope it holds up, basically. So,
we had 55, 89. Looks like we're gonna get there.
How far ahead do we have to purchase these various vehicles at this point?
Oh, it's used.
so a used truck, I will watch. There's a bunch of fire broker sites, basically.
Yeah.
And that's how we purchased the last aerial. And I will just watch, and once I see one that fits our needs.
Yeah.
Then we start contacting and trying to look at it and view it and such.
Yeah.
Try out if it's a good fit for our community or not. So-
Do you have an independent assessor assess the vehicle, or?
So what we did with this current one is we had the town mechanic go out with us.
Yep.
And he went through the vehicle, with the current fire chief at the time and gave his recommendations and
Got
such,
it.
so.
So that was sale contingent on passing inspection by our person.
And we viewed it before we told him to take it, so.
Okay.
Yeah, we flew down to South Carolina, viewed the
So
truck.
that was good.
Yep.
Now, new vehicles, they're taking almost a year.
They're talking 2 years right now to purchase a new fire truck. It's 2 to 2.5 years
6
out.
months ago.
Yeah, that's what I feel like I read it in the newspaper or something, that
Yeah,
it's
I
taking that long.
remember that already.
Yeah.
We are planning on getting rid of the aerial truck when we get a new one. right?
Correct.
What was the question?
That we're planning on getting rid of the aerial truck when we get the next aerial truck. We're not keeping it.
We will have to get rid of the old tanker at the same time frame in order to fit the new one in the station.
How does that work?
So, right now we have,
The
the current aerial is shorter. With Norwich, we have to go with a 100-footer, we should go with a 100-footer to meet the satisfactions of their new building up there.
Yep.
So that will take up the whole entire bay where that truck currently sits. Right now, we have the brush truck behind it.
Yep.
So the brush truck will have to go back over to where the old tanker is, and we'll take that out of service at that time.
Okay.
We'll go back to one tanker.
So potential money from a sale.
Yeah,
On the old tanker?
Yeah.
You'll be lucky to get anything for it, I think.
Just checking.
Yeah.
That's nothing wrong with that.
1992.
I'll take what I can get.
Yeah, exactly, $500. Sure.
Do you have any guess on the aerial?
It'll be market value, and I don't know what year what that will be at that time, of course. I mean, we could ask 75,000 and take 25 is how that generally works for those, so.
So how does that usually work? We'll know that. Well, we're not trading it in, we're selling it, would you say? or
Sell
we
it out, yeah.
You sell it outright.
So,
So it'd be the after the fact,
yes, yep, once the new one's in service.
and then any excess funds could go into a CEP fund for a replacement of
Yes.
the next one.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
That's what we did that with the last engine that when we got the 2017 pumper, we had the 96 pumper going out, and we brokered that truck. And I don't remember the dollars that we got for that. It's like $15,000 or $20,000, and that went into the CIP or CEP for the
Yep.
next pumper, basically.
So, all the other equipment's in decent shape, radios, computers?
Yep.
Air packs?
I just
So-
purchased 2 air packs. They're demo units. I try to buy the demo units when Reynolds and Sons has them because it saves us money. So they just demo them to different fire departments for 6 months or so, and then we just get them, they got a few scratches on them and such.
Not a long period of time on the demo.
No.
So,
What do you do with the old air packs?
Basically throw them away. I try to get them back to Reynolds and recycle them or whatever, and they're like, no, we have no use.
I'll just put them on eBay.
That's what I was thinking.
nothing ventured, nothing gained. We put the manager in charge of that. Anything else, board, for CEP? Yeah, it's a tough one, these $1 million trucks, it's gonna be brutal. My hometown in Connecticut just bought a $2 million aerial truck.
Yep.
New, brand new.
We had a demo here this summer. It was 1.8, I think it was headed for Connecticut.
That may have been the one,
Yep, really nice truck, but way out of our price league.
yeah. Anything else?
No, I think we covered it.
Thank you, chief.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thanks, chief, and
Go ahead, Charlie, I'm sorry.
no, just saying thanks. Thanks, Pete. Good job on the roads too.
what
Thanks.
are our next topics?
Yes,
budget.
next budget, what will the topics be, Mr. Manager?
Highway department and the ambulance department.
Okay.
Very good.
That's on Thursday.
Yes, Thursday, 6 o'clock. Yep.
Is there any unscheduled public participation? We will be going into executive session regarding personnel.
So move, go into executive session for personnel and inviting the manager, right?
Yes. It's been seconded. Further discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor of going into executive session, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Abstaining? We are now going into executive session. Sorry, Elroy.
That's all right,
I'll be back.
Well, normally the library is open, but it's, closed at the moment.
Can we
Because of the
provide you
weather.
a chair?